Welcome to the Lend Me Your Ears podcast, where we explore practical solutions to your sales problems. Today, we bring you an exciting article titled, 5 Steps to Delivering a Successful Presentation. Originally published on lendmeyourears.co.ke.
In today's podcast, we're diving into the world of presentations and how they can be the make or break in both your personal and professional life. But first, let me share a little story from my own journey. Back in 1996, I was a life insurance agent, and I had just secured my biggest prospect to date. I found myself in the office of the chief engineer of a multinational firm, and I was ready to close the sale. After a flawless presentation, we identified a need my product could fill, and we agreed that I would submit a contract for his review before he made a final decision. I was on cloud 9. Little did I know, there was a major hiccup looming. You see, days before, I had noticed and escalated to my boss a significant flaw in the wording of the contract, something that was unfair to customers. I had even underlined that offending sentence in my copy of the contract, and I had just submitted the same copy to the prospects. Long story short, I was fried. I dropped to earth like a stone. And, of course, I never got the sale. The moral of the story? You can never be too prepared for a presentation. It's easy to forget the basics, especially when you're on a winning streak. Over the years, we've learned that preparation is the key, and we've distilled it into 5 essential tips: representation, repertoire, research, rehearsal, and repetition. The 5 R's. So, today we'll explore these 5 steps to delivering a successful presentation. They've helped me, and they can certainly help you too, no matter what you're selling or who you're presenting to. The first step is representation. I've got a story that paints a vivid picture of why first impressions matter. One day my wife was looking for a house help. She had several candidates to choose from, but one stood out for all the wrong reasons. As she beckoned the young woman over, she couldn't help but notice the word loser conspicuously displayed across her t-shirt. The interview was over before it even began. It's a lesson that in presentations, first impressions usually set the tone. And you don't need to break the bank to look good. Sometimes, an ironed second-hand shirt can make you look sharper than a new, but creased, Giorgio Armani suit. But remember, it's not just about how you look on the outside, it starts with how you carry yourself. Even the finest suit won't help if you're wearing it with a loser's attitude. The second step in delivering a successful presentation is repertoire. Every firm usually has its own sales repertoire, often referred to as a sales kit. Your job as a salesperson is to strategically place items in it so you're organized and don't have to scramble to find things during your presentation. Imagine the importance of having that calculator ready on the prospect's desk the moment you sit down. Don't clutter your prospect's space. Sometimes, less is more when it comes to your toolkit. The third step is research. In today's digital age, information is literally at our fingertips, thanks to Google. However, it's surprising how some salespeople still pitch things that the prospect's website clearly states they don't condone, just because it worked on a previous sales call. Successful presentations involve researching. Researching allows you to ask questions that show you're genuinely interested in your prospect's business. After all, a sales call is much like a social date. What worked for Jean won't necessarily work for Joan. Be genuine, and you'll earn your prospect's trust. The fourth step is rehearse. Rehearse to deliver a successful presentation. Whether you're new to sales or a seasoned pro, practice is the key to success. It's not just a cliché, it's a fact. Bad habits are easy to develop, but good habits require discipline. Practice your presentation in front of the mirror, with a colleague, or even your supervisor. If you're using PowerPoint, ensure that it's always up to date and free from remnants of past presentations, like competitors' taglines. Trust me, it's embarrassing when they show up. Last but not least, we have repetition. To truly master the art of presentation, you must keep repeating these 4 steps. They aren't just for salespeople, they apply to everyone because, in some way, we're always selling. Whether it's selling ideas to your spouse, asking for a raise from your boss, or asking for a date, these principles hold true. So, remember, as a professional, follow the Scout's motto, be prepared, always.
Thank you for joining us in the thrilling Lend Me Your Ears podcast, and don't forget to subscribe for more hair-raising insights and practical solutions to your sales problems.